Chris Johnson, the CEO and co-founder of Uncubed, and we're the video-first platform for hiring. So one of the largest megatrends on the internet is this growth of visual communication. We're surrounded by video and image increasingly all day. And as you go down the generational waterfall, millennials are entirely surrounded by video, looking at images on Snapchat, on Instagram, watching video on YouTube, and other platforms. And it gets more pronounced as you go to Gen Z. In Mary Meeker's Internet Report, she went so far as to say that Gen Z communicates in images. The graph on the right is her take, or is the data that she cites in terms of the growth of daily video views on Facebook. But the recruiting industry is still stuck in the past. So what you see there is what's existed since Web 1.0. It's a simple classified ad for a job. And yet there's a $400 billion global market at stake, right? Companies are spending an enormous amount of money to attract and then ultimately retain talent, still using this text to try to attract people that are living in this world. And it's a huge market. The top 5 firms account for $100 billion in revenue. Everyone talks about LinkedIn. LinkedIn's incredible, but they're going to do about $4 billion in revenue. So this phenomenon has created this talent divide, right? There's a handful of companies, Google, Facebook, Snap, we could put Amazon up there as well, that just have this natural attraction amongst a generation that's growing up using their products every single day and surrounded by this visual world. All the firms on the left, largely the rest of the Fortune 1000, they have to do something else in order to compete, and they have to tell their story in a visual way. So we're the visual solution for hiring millennials. We help companies create content and put that video content on our platform, telling their story in a way that this generation understands and connects with. And we've built a large community that's very engaged in looking to interact with companies this way. So they're looking at these videos as a way to discover new jobs and new companies. In terms of the technology, we're providing to companies, we're providing analytics and applicant data that the market hasn't seen before because of this layer of content. So you can imagine a job seeker going through our site and watching videos about different companies and different topics leaves an incredible trail of data for us to mine and then make sense of for our customers. Also on the customer side, we have integrations with an increasing number of ATS platforms, currently Greenhouse and Lever. Then we have others in the pipeline. But this provides a seamless experience for the client. So someone who's watching a video and then applying on our site gets pulled in directly into their ATS. And then we're also facilitating NLP-based matching and search functions for the client as well. Next up with that data, we're working on a pilot with one of the world's foremost leaders in artificial intelligence and machine learning to create better matching through these signals. So as people are watching more content, we're getting better and better at suggesting the right companies and the right jobs to them. So here's the difference. This is the user experience, right? So what you see on the right is decidedly Web 1.0, someone looking at a long piece of text in order to decide if a company or a job is right for them. And then on the left is the video. In terms of the product offering, there's really 2 options. So for our startup and growth customers, that's on the left. That's the largely off-the-shelf version. It allows them to upload their own videos or use our content studio to produce new ones. It's priced at $6,000 to $12,000 for an annual membership. And then on the right is enterprise. These are all customized deals, and they include a variety of things, including custom distribution, additional content, and other offerings. In terms of customers, we built the business largely with startups, and now we've been moving up market. So IBM, ADP, Adobe are all customers. We've got another, I'd say, dozen of the Fortune 500 that's advanced in the pipeline. IBM, so this is currently our largest customer. They've hired approximately 100 software engineers through our platform. And they attribute it largely to the fact that we're able to present them in a bit more of a startup light than what, say, a 25-year-old software engineer evaluating different career opportunities is used to. Can I get that video? So and hold on just one second. If you pause it. So if you ask someone of that age and that career stage what they think of IBM, chances are they're going to say, you know, it's an older firm, people probably wear suits, and it's stodgy, there's a lot of layers. That's the general impression of IBM, right? One of the greatest technology companies of our time and really in history. But to a young person coming out of college surrounded by Amazon, Google, and Facebook, they don't think of them that way. And so we've been able to take their brand, put it in a new light, and really change that perception, ultimately driving high-quality candidate traffic and real results to them. So you can play the rest of the video, please. Well, anyway, we're raising money. So we did, just to wrap up, we did $1 million in revenue last year. We're tracking to double that this year. We're raising a $3 million round. So Chris at Uncubed, if you'd like to chat. Thanks.